I'm back! I'm back! Hopefully with something a little more entertaining. I don't know, how does one actually rank these? I mean, they're all good. Some are better than others. I don't know, the Kenpachi one's pretty good, actually. See, look how quick and easy that was. My completely opinionated list again. Okay, I'm excited. So the one that we'll be watching in question will be in the in progress bar. Ready? Let's do this. So, it's just a good opening. I see nothing wrong with it. The lyrics itself are good, the song's good. It's nostalgic. People are going to be hearing this opening and thinking about Bleach in the first time they watched it. The problem is that it's nostalgic. So if you listen to these songs later without having the video playing, it's not as good compared to some of the other songs. There's also a cover that's done by the voice actor from Ichigo, but he doesn't sound too far off. There are some where it sounds completely different, and that's either a very good thing or a very bad thing. As for Asterisk as an opening, it's not bad. It's really not bad. I wouldn't say it's the best opening that Bleach has, but it's definitely the most iconic. Half the people that you talk to that have no idea what Bleach is outside of Adult Swim are going to say that this or the next one is the opening that they remember the most. Not a lot really happened. It was more of an introduction to the characters and them wearing weird fashion as opposed to showing what was going on in the manga at the time or in the anime from the start, because I guess they didn't want to give anything away. So it's just Kudo and Kubo's opportunity to dress the characters in nice clothes, and that's it. That's all the video part of Asterisk is. It's not horrible. I put it a B. I think that's fair. It's not fantastic, but it's definitely not garbage. D-Techno Life is the opening that I feel like I've watched the most, and I don't know specifically if it's because it covered more episodes than the first, which I'm assuming it did, because the Soul Society arc felt like forever, but it also ushers you into the Soul Society and shows you what's going on in the story a lot better than the first opening. I love that opening. The song itself is just perfect. And sadly, nobody in the cast sings that song in the covers. So I feel like that's a lost opportunity. For the opening itself, I love it. There's just little bits of it that you don't catch the first time you watch it. Everything comes together. It's the Soul Society in an opening. It's what you needed to introduce you to the Soul Society arc. I'm making it an S tier for me. To be honest, I don't know why Ishida is sideways in the air, but other than that, I have no problems with it. Yuva Road is great. And look, we have all the lieutenants. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Chad just throws a rock. I have no complaints about this opening other than it being blurry from being from, what, 2006? It's a very good mood setter. It even shows when he trains and it has all the swords out there and he has to find Zangetsu. It's so good story-wise, whereas the other one brings in the style. This one brings the story. The scream was always my favorite part. Not a bad opening. It's the same as d-techno Life, where it just continues to show you who's going to be in the rest of the show for this season. We get a full 5 seconds of Yamamoto being badass. Mighty Color does a good job. The guitar slaps. The screaming in the middle of the song is great. There is a cover of the song that is done by the voice actors of Sosuke Aizen and Momo Hinamori. Except what I learned is that the voice actor for Aizen couldn't do the screaming part, which is fine. So they wound up getting the original singer from High and Mighty Color to do the screaming. Either he did it or it's the same scream from the song. So it's not bad. It's not. They put effort into it. I think it's cute. I don't hold it against anybody for not trying to do Screamo. It's still my favorite part. I have no issues with the opening. I think it's good. It's not horrible. I think I like it more than Asterisk. They're both pretty busy with what's going on, but they're not consistent the way that d-techno Life is. But it still ranks pretty high for me. You notice how Yoruichi always comes out looking like she's ready to go, and Kisuke comes out looking like he's ready for a nap. Boys. And this is so cute too. Look at them! Look, and he's holding on to Cone, and he's so cute. There is a voice actor that sings this song for the concept covers. I don't think I've ever looked up the age of the voice actor for Kenpachi, but him singing and just jamming, fantastic. Punk rock grandpa. Tonight is a great opening. I'm not going to say it's bad, because it's definitely not. It doesn't really show much about the arc until the very end, when it shows the characters that we don't really care about. But it's good. Alrighty. Oh, I haven't kept up with this. There we go. Look at the outfits! This opening slaps. It has all the slice of life stuff that they like doing, and then takes it to a place of serious stuff going down. And then look, it has two of the main relationships right there. There's Orihime and Ichigo. It fills in everything. Orihime was taken away under Ichigo's nose. Rangiku doesn't have much of any interaction with Gin in this arc. And Toshiro with Momo, and Momo still being completely delusional about Aizen. They show these three relationships all side by side, and then it ends on Aizen. I like it. Look at how happy this little bean is. I'm not usually a Toshiro, I don't want to call it stan. I'm not usually excited to see him, but just look at that. Look, he's so happy. I don't have much bad to say about this. It's a good opening. I'm not mad at it. The animation's a little above par once it gets to the middle of it, and the song's great. That opening hit out of nowhere. Rolling Star is great, but then when this came out, it floored me. Just look at this. The only problem I have is that these guys are still here, but not horrible. And look at that. Look at how it's just everybody, and they're tired and worn out. It's a nice sort of sombering start to Wakamundo. And then shit gets busy, and it just conveys that sense of feeling overwhelmed in a setting where you should be able to relax. It fits. And I know people joke all the time that Orihime is a hindrance and annoying and bothering Ichigo. Ichigo gets so upset when Orihime gets taken, and the opening definitely portrays that well. What an asshole. I like the running. The running in a group thing is the best. But it's a good opening. I don't think I have problems with much of the openings. I think the only things I have problems with are the endings, which less of a problem and more of a, oh, it's not really entertaining. It just leads you into the next episode. It does its job. So the voice actor for Ciel Sapporo Grands actually sings the song on the concept covers, and I like him because he's also a voice in JoJo as Mista, and it's nice to hear him sing. It's just calming. I think he did a good job. I love that opening. I can't. I really love Asian Kung Fu Generation. I listened to Asian Kung Fu Generation for years, like all their music, not just anime openings. They're an amazing rock out band. The song slaps. The opening's good. However, if you compare it to Alones from Aqua Times, which we did just before, I don't see it as being better than that. I'll never skip a Bleach opening, including this one. Like, this isn't shit tier. But the effects are the thing that kind of threw me off in the end. It's not horrible by any means, but it doesn't go above and beyond. And these are just my opinions. Inherently, they're wrong. They're not facts. I still like it as an opening a lot. Okay, so I made a whole new tier. I have an unrealistic attachment to this opening. Now, don't get me wrong. I hate the filler. I hate... Where are they? Where are those assholes? I'm here. I hate him. Not him. I hate him so much. And I despise him. I hate the fact that they went into Squad 3 and gave Kira a sense of hope just for a filler, and then took that shit away just so they can become traitors. You don't think this man has gone through enough taking care of a squad by himself after his captain left, and everybody is saying shit to him? They're not saying shit to Hinamori. They're not saying shit to Hisagi, but he's the one whose squad gets to be downtrodden because their captain left and betrayed the Soul Society. Sure. And then they bring up this, and this stupid filler with this stupid captain who, admittedly, probably could have had a cool power if he wasn't a fucking filler. However, I love this man. I like the bodyguards for the little rich girl. The guards are cool. I like his power specifically. I hate his little hair doodle though. Look at that. It's gross. And the shot of the town. Look at the town. We rarely ever get to see the town this nicely drawn from a viewpoint that's not having a hollow smash in. This part of the filler is not bad. The kidnapped princess thing. It's in line with some of the Naruto fillers that were coming out around that time. It's a mission, you finish the quest, you save the girl, the village thanks you, and you're good. I had to pause for a second. My dog's snoring, and all I hear is coming from behind me. The opening's not bad. The animation's good. I hate the filler that it's in. I'm going to play the Uryu version of the song because it's cute. I'm putting it there. We're not discussing it again. So aside from the last shot looking kind of like Ichigo doesn't have a fully formed nose, it's an amazing opening. And you know what? I might be able to be swayed to put Shubura down there in A, just so I can make room for a few more things to be put there. So Aqua Times does a fantastic job at having the funkiest bass I've ever heard in anime openings. Let's go through this because this art, the contrast between the dark and the heavy lines and the rainbow and putting them in pairs of the people that fight together. Look at that. Look, all of them are little families of people that love each other very much and would die for each other. Look at this rainbow road of families and the change in the angle going along with the bass and the wind. It's so good. Look at it. God. And then each time Bleach is written in a different font and like a different angle. Oh, look at them. And then that, like little cool things that they're putting in. God, look at it. And the two lieutenants that don't have captains because they went with Aizen are there with the defense force of the Soul Society. The captain of Squad 1, captain of Squad 2, and the lieutenant of Squad 1. The way it's framed, I never really noticed this, but Kisuke put Tessai in the corner. And here is one of my favorite parts. The moment where like the sun's coming up, day is starting. Look in the bottom right corner for Jinta and Ururu. And they run out to see what Ichigo's doing because they're not tall enough to see over Yoruichi. Oh, it's great. And then they have everybody who's fighting in Hueco Mundo up at the front. They have everybody who's supporting them from the Soul Society side down in the left. And they have everybody who is protecting Karakura Town down in the back right. And the people from the Shodan, even though they're not specifically with the group of the wizards, they're behind them, like they have their back, and it's good. Why is Amida looking the wrong way? Hold on. My dude. Oh, Ikaku and Yumichika are down there. His captain is next to Yumichika, right? I don't know why he's looking the wrong way. And in fact, like, Nanao is behind Shunsui. And just, like, there's little character quirks that are put into, like, how everybody is standing. And, like, Tessai's got his hands on his hips. And it's so attentive to detail. I could watch this opening on repeat and not get tired of it. Whereas, as much as I'm attached to this, or even this, like, after a while, you sort of, like, alright, move along. So there is a cover of this song done by the voice actress for Tier Haribo, and her voice is so deep and baritone. It's not bad. She tanks it. Yeah, but this opening is top tier. I don't think there's another option. So the opening, the structure of it, the song itself, I'm not that huge of a fan of, but the candids of all the characters. Kira looks like a French fry. I'm surprised he's not facing the wall. Ichigo didn't need to be running. There is a cover of this one also, and Rukia and Odahime's voice actors sing it. So it's not bad. I like Odahime singing, it's cute. Him running symbolizes that he's always fucking late. You're not wrong. It's a great opening. The visuals are getting better. It's less animated and more just the pictures, but it's good. It goes hand in hand with the prior one. I'm just not a huge fan of the song in general. Like, Shoujo S isn't bad, but... So, originally, I didn't like Anime Rosa. Like, at all. I thought it was jarring, and it sort of threw off the groove of how the other openings went. However, I learned to like it a lot more just from listening to it constantly, And the animation's good in this opening. It's how sped up everything is. It was an okay arc. Ukiyota's voice actor sings a cover of this song, and it's also not bad. I don't think he does such a bad job handling the song. I think because the song starts off weird, I like Porno Graffiti. They're a good band, but it doesn't run as smoothly as some of the openings. It grew on me. I think I'll put it at A. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to play the cover first. The voice actor of Rukia sings Change. I don't think there's many of the cover songs that I don't like, but she doesn't do too bad of a job. However, the actual opening is way better. How is that opening not up there for people? Look at the animation. Just like, holy shit. And then this part with all the main players of the war that's going on. And then Geen is in the corner. The lighting and this is sort of a weird take. But other than that, look at everyone. It definitely gets you hyped for the fights, or at least the beginning of the fights in the arc. I feel like it does not only a good job of showcasing, well, it kind of showcases who's fighting who. Because if we go back here, it has Toshiro and Haribo fighting, but then it has Ukitake crossing swords with Stark, which I guess is correct, because he's the one that holds Little Net back. Shunsui comes flying in. I have to do some moving around. I feel like I don't want to put Change in complete top. Yes, I do. I want to put Change in top tier. Never mind. I don't have to move shit around. Alright, on we go. I'm gonna cry. There's no words I could say. If you don't like this opening, I don't think there's a way that I can convince you to like it. It does something to you as a viewer, and it sets the stage for this town, and nothing is real, and it starts with that gust into the clouds of everybody coming down to fight this war. It stops with these photos and the shaky recordings, and it leads you into the actual fight. The shitstorm, the heavy lines with the muted colors now, the animation, it's good. And Aizen with the Hogyoku inside of his chest. They're all serious, getting ready for fights, and Shunsui is smiling. Geen's on the rooftop, and I think I mentioned it before that there's a color spread. Aizen and Tosen getting ready to fight Ichigo, and Aizen sort of delegating, and Tosen's diving in to do his bidding and attack Ichigo, who's on the ground. And so it's wide Dutch angle, starting from the bottom where Ichigo is all the way to the top, and all you see is Geen on the top of the building, looking away, because he's not trying to be a part of it. He's as far removed from it as he can be. And then, I mean, they already tell you what's going to happen. God, it's so good. It's so good. This hurts. It hurts. Neutra and Tesla, they sing Renbu no Melody, and it's good. They sing it well. I don't think I could have made it anything other than top tier. Yeah, for me, the opening is a little jarring. You know, coming from the opening before, and like the opening that came before this makes my heart hurt. It's sad. It makes you just reflect and take it in and take a quiet moment, and then this opening comes in and pounds its fist into your head a couple times to make sure you're awake right after you just kind of come to terms with what happened in the fake town war. It's jarring, and I don't think I have any other word for it. It takes you out of that, which might be good, that it takes you out of that moping sort of feeling you get after watching The War with Aizen. But the song's actually really sweet. I like it separate. I think it sucks hearing it, at least before you assumed it was the end of Bleach. Did I already tell you guys that I was scared to watch the Fullbringer arc because it would mean it's over? Even though I've read it multiple times, I didn't want to watch the Fullbringer arc because I didn't want it to end. And because it's so painful seeing it on paper, seeing Ichigo freak out, and so I need to sit down and watch it. This opening is so sweet. This is where it gets you. So if you've been watching Bleach for a while, if you are here at the Fullbringer arc, but when you start from the beginning, leading into the end, or what we knew as the end anime-wise, it's just got everything an opening should have. There are some parts that are a little iffy, but all in all, it's a great ending. Or opening. Great book ending to the series. It makes it a little sweeter, like a sad sort of sweet. than I think it should be, because the Fullbringer arc is high intensity anxiety, but I feel like it does its job. The art's good, the song's good, nothing's too gimmicky, and they don't really show off much of what happens in the story other than toward the end when he starts fighting Tsukushima, so it kind of keeps that surprise element of that happening hidden. It's a great ending. I don't know why I didn't have it up here, but I think it belongs in here. As the first opening for Brave Souls. I didn't think that was bad. I mean, I've seen it once or twice before. I think I would put it in a C. The song's pretty catchy. The visuals aren't horrible. Actually, they're pretty good. I think I like the other one better. That doesn't mean this one's bad. D implies bad though, doesn't it? So I'm gonna put this here and this here. But it's not music. It's not music. But it was here on the list, so I guess I'm putting it. So I think that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had fun, and we'll start again tomorrow, and we'll knock out the endings. Have a good night, and get some sleep, and wake up well rested tomorrow. See ya!